Alors, bonjour, bonjour. We are Buzz Brass, and we are thrilled to be here today, live in the flesh, to present our latest program, Famous Inspirations. In this concert, we want to share with you our passion for classical music, and our goal is to inspire you by playing inspired works in an inspired way. We hope we achieved that with the piece we first played, Maurice Ravel's String Quartet in F major. A quartet is usually played by 4 players. Since there are 5 of us, you might have noticed that someone wasn't doing much. Anyway, with a quintet, you get more bang for your buck.
Throughout this concert, we'll offer insights and fun facts about the famous works we're performing. For instance, composer Astor Piazzolla loved the tango, but strangely, he hated dancers. He often said, "I don't want to be danced to, I want to be listened to." Buzz Brass, we don't mind, so if you feel the urge of dancing, go for it.
Hi, thank you. So before I introduce the next piece, I have to mention that our regular trombone player was not able to do the trip with us today. So Patrice, in the middle, graciously agreed to replace him at the last minute. Hey, thank you, Patrice. Yeah. So this is why the next piece he will play with his stand, because he had like 1 week to play with us. So to play Franz Liszt Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2, which is next up. So Franz Liszt was an extravagant virtuoso with great long hair. You know, a rock star before rock even existed? Yeah, that's what. And one thing we love to touring is because you treat us like rock star, even if we don't have long hair. Yeah. So I hear you. Yeah. Before you even ask, yeah, Manitoba, we will be delighted to take selfies with you and sign autographs right after the showcase. Woo!
Thank you, thank you. Our next piece is from our Christmas concert, just in time for Halloween. Buzz Brass is always ahead of the game. And since there's no better way to celebrate the holiday season than with brass, here's a sneak peek at what you'll be hearing in every store starting November 1st. Can you please lower the stage lights so we can enjoy this magnificent thing?
Wait a minute, I have to make sure the fuzz pedal works. Our last piece, I know, I'm sorry, is the very demanding and perilous Saber Dance by Aram Khachaturian. It was composed 2 days before it was premiered, but it became Khachaturian's most famous piece. Sometimes it pays to procrastinate.
So if swordplay in a brass quintet concert is something you might be interested in, you can work out the contract details with our agent. Prairie Debut. Please note that we are also available for school concerts and workshop with school band programs. Sadly, it's already time to say goodbye. But don't worry, you have the power to bring us back! Thank you for having us, and we hope to see you soon.
Buzz Brass, everybody. Wonderful. Thank you so much, you guys. I have a couple of questions for you. So do you want to one of you take the microphone. There we go. That was wonderful, and it made me. It was reminiscent of growing up and watching old cartoons. There's so many cartoon memories that come flashing back when you hear those tunes, and it's so true that a lot of kids' first exposure to a lot of classical music is through popular media and cartoons and that sort of thing. So
But
that was wonderful.
About the Hungarian Rhapsody, it was performed by many cartoons. It was performed by, of course, Bugs Bunny, but Mickey Mouse, Woody Woodpecker, Tom and Jerry, Daffy Duck and Donald Duck played it, and Felix the cat plays it, and a lot of great pianists.
Is that part of your outreach? Because you talked a little bit about going to schools and teaching and that sort of thing. Is that part of what you do when you teach?
Yes, absolutely. We're doing both. We're doing school shows aimed for kids, and we are doing concerts like tonight we just did for you. Doing concerts is more like for the music. I mean, it's for the ears. But with the kids, they need a little more visual. Mm-hmm. So it's the same musicians, about the same repertoire, but it's just in a different twist.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Fantastic. Can you tell me a little bit about what inspires you? What brought you all together, and what inspires you to do what you do?
Well, I brought that band together 20 years ago, and at first we met at university, and we said, okay, there's three different paths to be a musician, to play an instrument. In classical music, there's the orchestra, there's the solo, and there's the chamber music. So I was into chamber music. This is like a rock band, like a boys band, but with classical music, But in that kind of, you kind of decide what you're going to play, how you're going to play it, and we kind of love that part. Even though we still do often, and for some very often, c'est souvent, so play with orchestras and teach in college and everything, but this give us a little more freedom. So we created a lot of different shows, a lot of different concerts, and we just launched our 7th CD last Friday. It's called Horizon, and you can find it on every platform, and we're really proud of that.
Congratulations, it's wonderful. I know definitely in my life, as a youngster, I definitely attempted to play each one of these instruments at some point, starting with the French horn, but I had no idea, I wasn't very good, and so I would just fake it in class, and it's actually not hard to fake. I mean, you just stick your hand in there and you puff up your cheeks a little bit, and you just kind of pretend like you know what you're doing. I'm sure the band instructor knew exactly that I was not playing the right notes. But anyways,
you need more. You need more than hair to play that. Just hair, it doesn't work.
Yes, that's right.
So you gotta make your lips vibrate to create the buzz. That's why we are called buzz brass. And this is what every note has to be buzzed and has to be right.
Well, that's great. And I know that I come from a rural community. I went to high school in a small town that did not have a music program. And I know that a lot of rural communities don't have music programs. So a group like yourself coming to expose the children to, the students to brass instruments and classical music in general would be wonderful. So thank you very much. Give it up one more time for Buzz Brass. Folks, that's all we have for you for tonight's showcase. At 10:30.